And hello everybody, welcome to the season finale of Season 1 of Gander Mountain Cup Series. We're here today at Homestead, Miami Speedway for race 18 of 18, the Viva Motorsports 300. Today we will crown a champion. It looks like there isn't going to be much competition. Henrietta Fitzwater, all she has to do to win the championship is start her car. Very simple task. Some people have failed it, but looks like Henrietta Fitzwater will end up being your Season 1 Gander Mountain Cup Series champion, even though she has not gotten a win. Your starting grid for today on pole is going to be Captain Marvelous. Alongside him, it's going to be the 12 Eugene the Max. Starting third is going to be Ian Siegel, and starting fourth, I believe that is Anthony Ricky in the fourth position.
Drivers, start your engines!
And now, officially, Henrietta Fitzwater is your Season 1 Gander Mountain Cup Series champion. Congratulations to her, but we still have 27 laps to run here at Homestead to determine who's going to be your final winner of the campaign. Captain Marvelous and Eugene the Max going to start next to each other, so it is assumed that one of those can be the final winner of the season. But who knows what's going to happen today. Homestead is Homestead. Anything can happen here. Pace car in a few seconds going to take the turn down to pit road. Oh, never mind. We were on the front stretch when we started. My apologies. This should be a fun one, folks. 27 laps here at Homestead Miami Speedway to close out the Season 1 campaign. 38 drivers who missed out on their championship luck are going to have another chance here. Pace car coming down pit road. And this should definitely be exciting, folks. It is Eugene Max, Captain Marvelous on the front row, Anthony Ricky and Ian Siegel second. Your starting grid on the left side of your screen. Green flag is in the air. We are underway here today at Homestead Miami Speedway. The Viva Motorsports 300 is green. Captain Marvelous getting a good jump there with help from my apologies, that is Ian Siegel in the 3. Now Captain Marvelous trying to decide which lane he wants to run. He's thinking about moving up high. He's going to sit right in the middle of both lanes. Now he's going to slide up as the 3 of Ian Siegel is going to file in. Eugene the Max running well in that third position, as he's now going to try to look to get around Ian Siegel from second, as Captain Marvelous running out front so far today. Another factor in today's race is fuel strategy. With the car adjustments made to these cars, it should be exciting to see how they will run under pressure. That's now 2 laps completed at 27 today at Homestead Miami Speedway. Eugene the Max and the rest of the pack sort of starting to slowly fall off from Captain Marvelous in the 7. Every other driver in this field today is going to try to win the race. They're going to risk it. They're going to make moves that are very risky because they know that they are not points racing. They know that they are racing here for one final win. Nobody here can win the championship except for Henrietta Fitzwater, who has already clinched it by starting her car today and having a 39-point lead over second place James Qualls, which she does. She has, I believe, a 38-point lead over Qualls at the moment. I mean, not 38, I believe she has a 44. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe, yeah, 44 is correct. Henrietta Fitzwater came today with a 44-point lead over James Qualls, which clinched her the championship as long as she started her car for today's event. And as she did so, she is your Season 1 champion. James Qualls has lost it, and now everybody's just trying to get one final race under their belt. Betty Johnson has moved up to the second position now with help from Kyle Anderson, who's now looking to pass Eugene the Max. And now Betty Johnson's going to try to duck under the 7 of Captain Marvelous for first. Captain Marvelous not going to go through, though. He's going to try to go down bottom, leaving no room for Betty Johnson to slide on through. Betty Johnson does not have an opening. She just definitely does not have the opening she's looking for to be able to get through and take the lead at the moment. Across the stripe that time, that's now 6 laps today in the books. Captain Marvel is still leading in that Bondi Chevrolet. The 00 is hunting down the 7 though, with help from the 12. Now the 12 is going to try and make a run around the 00. Will the 12 compete the pass? No. 00 is still holding second. Captain Marvel is still holding the lead. Oh, Betty Johnson slowing down for there for a second. I believe she has a little bit of rear damage by Eugene Max hitting her. Now Eugene Max is going to come on through and take the lead. Away. Yes, Eugene Max now takes over second. And now he's going to try to make a charge for first with help from Ian Siegel in the 3. Will he get it off the straightaway? I do not believe so. He might. Will he? Yes. No. Captain Marvel still has the lead as Betty Johnson regains herself and takes second back from Eugene the Max in the 12. Like I said earlier, Eugene the Max not out here to lollygag. He's out here to win the race. Betty Johnson now going to look to the inside. See what she can do off this turn. Somehow, Captain Marvelous is using the outside lane to his advantage and holding the lead down from the 00. The 7 still dominating. 12 trying to catch up. 3 now going to look inside, but 3 is going to be blocked off by the 12. 3 is going to duck really low. Along the 7 as both cars are going to go down pit road to be the first ones down, which that will mean the lead is going to cycle around to 00 Betty Johnson. Now Eugene the Max is going to try to make a charge on the inside with help from Topanga Wilson, who almost won last week at Texas, but pit strategy played in, and she couldn't get it done. Now all those drivers are going to come down pit lane. Means the lead's now going to cycle around to, well, everybody has come down pit lane pretty much. Let's try to figure out and get a visual of who's out front. I believe the 74 Peruka Takeda is now your new leader. Yes. She hopped into this ride after Jacob Crago withdrew from the season and the spot came available, so Peruka Takeda took the spot. And she's doing pretty well, I'd say. And it looks like everybody else is now going to come down pit road this time. So we're going to watch Takeda come down pit road, see who the first off in that group is, and how that will contend with the remainder of the pack. Takeda looking to find her number 74 pit stall. And we'll just have to see who your new leader is going to be here today at Homestead Miami Speedway. As there's the 74 pit box, let's see what Takeda is going to go with. She's going to definitely go with her left tires, and she's going to refuel for sure. That's her right size, my apologies. Will she go 4 tires? Yes, James Qualls will not go 4 tires. He'll be the first off pit road. He's just going to go 2 right sides for now. So we'll have to see how that all cycles around. James Qualls, a disappointment late in the season, had the lead all the way up till Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, lost it to Henrietta Fitzwater, and has yet to gain it back. I believe Captain Marvelous would cycle around to the lead, if I'm correct. Eugene the Max unable to pass the 70 just yet. And who's your new leader going to be? As Qualls across the stripe, it's going to be the 00, Betty Johnson, who's running first. Second is the 87 of Kyle Anderson, and third is number 7 of Captain Marvelous. And Kyle Anderson is looking for a little bit more room on the 00, as we will not have a second round of pit stops, as this should be it. So it is open season now for these drivers. It is do what it takes to win the race, and Betty Johnson surely is showing that here today at Homestead Miami Speedway. But Kyle Anderson is really going pedal to the metal to stop Betty Johnson from getting her second win of the Season 1 campaign. Kyle Anderson all over the bumper of the 00. And there goes Kyle Anderson to the inside. I apologize for my quiet commentary there. There goes Kyle Anderson, as he's now going to try to make a move on the 00, and the 00 is just pulling away. Folks, you've had a lot of these tracks where it just seems one car is dominating, and nobody else can pass. That's what we're seeing here today at Homestead Miami Speedway. Kyle Anderson all over the bumper of the number 00 Dodge. No more pit stops are going to come. Oh, looks like Kyle Anderson and Captain Marvelous are both going to pit. Betty Johnson's going to cycle down and lead another lap. This is interesting. So they're going to take another pit stop. Betty Johnson will lead another lap. Will Betty Johnson come down pit road and shuffle up the lead even more? This is going to be interesting to see how it'll play out. Now Betty Johnson looks like she will come down, as will the 12 and the 70. Let's try to get a visual of who the new leader is going to be when they come down. It doesn't look like anybody's turning around. Looks like everybody is in fact pitting. So, oh nope, Ian Siegel. Ian Siegel's going to be your new leader. And the Advocare number 3. Ian Siegel running very well today. Now there's the 2 of Topanga Wilson looking to beat the number 3. There's the 2 right in the mark for the 3. Will the 3 come down and pit this time? Let's see. Starting to slow down a little bit, but he's remaining high, it looks like. He will not pit. He will stay out. He might have already came down. I don't think he did, though. But Ian Siegel, however, is your new leader, and there goes Topanga Wilson to the inside. Will Topanga Wilson make a pass? She is inside. She might just get it. Seems like somehow the outside line has dominated this entire race. That's where everybody's seeming to find the groove here today. Which is shocking, because most tracks at a 1.5 miles, like this one, find the groove on the inside lane. And that's going to push Topanga Wilson very far back out of the lead. as Ian Siegel is continuing to lead in that black and blue and red Advocare Chevrolet Camaro out of Richard Childress Racing. Being raced there by his teammate in the number 2, that is Topanga Wilson, and 33 is Alex Hawkins, is currently driving in the, where's Hawkins, in the 39th position, a lap down. Now Ian Siegel is going to come to pit road. Topanga Wilson stays out. Topanga Wilson, your new leader. As we hit the stride this time, 3 to go here at Homestead. This race has flown by, just as the season has, and we're about to put Season 1 of the Gander Mountain Cup Series to rest. Topanga Wilson entering Turn 2, looking very strong here today. Will she pit, or has she already pitted? Looks like she's going to take her turn down pit road. And some other drivers will follow. Who's going to be your new leader? That will go to, I believe the 60 of Luis Hernandez is the new leader. 2 to go this time. Will any of these drivers come down pit road, or will they try to stretch it and try to win the race? As we are now 2 to go, white flag will wave next time by as they now pass the 3 of Ian Siegel. And they will all pit. Which means the lead is going to cycle around, I believe, to the 00 of Betty Johnson, just as Ian Siegel is going to try to make a pass. Try to find the drivers, as I believe the white flag is now in the air, as we are a little bit lost on this track. White flag is waved. 1 to go for whoever is leading this race. They're saying it's the 60 of Luis Hernandez. I do not think that is the case. Now they're scoring it as the 32 of Ian Dutta. The white flag is waving. I cannot find Ian Dutta on track. If he even is on track. Ian Dutta is not on track, folks. The white flag is waving still. Where is the 32 Clorox Chevrolet? There it is. He is being scored as the leader, which is very strange. So who is going to win this race? The white flag is waving. Who's going to get back there first? The winner of this race is Luis Hernandez. Luis Hernandez has won the race. Wow. Through all of the pit strategy and odd moving and shaking, somehow the 60 Roush Fenway Ford comes out and wins the final race of the regular season at Homestead and gets his first career victory in Gander Mountain Cup Series action. Great job for Luis Hernandez here today at Homestead, using pit strategy correctly and somehow ending up winning the race. Let's look at your official finishing results. Luis Hernandez winning the race somehow. Second place goes to Betty Johnson. Third goes to Topanga Wilson. Fourth goes to Ian Siegel. Fifth, Captain Marvelous. Sixth goes to James Qualls. Seventh, Kyle Anderson. Eighth, Ray Takeda. Ninth, Alex Tanker. 10th, Eugene the Max. 11th, Ray Jones. 12th, Ian Dutta. 13th, Ryan Wilson. 14th, Zachary Fitzwater. 15th, Eric Steinmetz. 16th, Amy Appleman. 17th, Troy Kang. 18th, Riga Takeda. 19th, Calventius Proximus. 20th, Maximus Falks. 21st, Brendan Nichols. 22nd, Alex Austin Wilson. 23rd, Henrietta Fitzwater, our champion. We'll talk more about her in a minute. 24th, Jerry McMillan. 25th, Barry Baker. 26th, Tara Tacanella. 27th, Kev Shearer. 28th, Anthony Ricky. 29th, Cody Lamas. 30th, Joshua Michaels. 31st, Kyle Keith. 32nd, Mattias Paiva. 33rd, Donovan Black. 34th, Jackie Tang. 35th, Robert Stewart. 36th, Darian Taylor. 7th, Joshua Blackheart. 38th, Alex Hawkins. And 39th, Yui Wakbayashi, who was 2 laps down. Our champion, Henrietta Fitzwater, driving out of Go Green Racing in the number 79 Upanor Ford Mustang, wins the Season 1 championship without a win. Just an insane consistency. Congratulations to her. Want to thank quite a few people before I close out this video. I want to thank everybody that helped, all my viewers, subscribers, everybody that helped keep the Gander Mountain Cup Series possible. Then I want to thank NR 2003 and Sim Racing Design for providing everything, all the tracks and mods I needed for today, all the races done this season. Of course, everybody all the drivers and fans at GNCS. I definitely want to thank everybody at DASCAR who's helping out for next season. Robert Piet and Just Vanesto. Especially I want to thank Joshua Michaels, who's almost been my assistant this season, helping pick tracks and figure out errors when I've made it. Thanks, guys. Definitely want to thank Gander Mountain for helping their support on the season. Thanks to YouTube for providing these videos for all my fans. And that's about all, folks. Thanks for watching Season 1 of the Gander Mountain Cup Series. Season 2 information will be coming out soon on my channel. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.